What's going on, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 video. Now, Phase 2 of the PTS did start yesterday. There's so much to take in with all the talents, guns, new exotic weapons and gear. I want to get a good body of work testing those things out, trying them out with the new countdown, the new difficulty that they have on countdown. They were supposed to up the health of the NPCs, so we'll see how that goes. And then after I do all that, I'll come back and give my thoughts on that. But for now, I just wanted to go ahead in this video and go over all the new stuff that we are getting with all the gear. We have the new gear set. We'll go over that first, which is Heartbreaker. So you can see the two-piece bonus, 15% assault rifle damage, 15% LMG damage, three-piece bonus, 15% weapon handling, and then the four-piece Heart Stopper. Headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies. Add and refresh a stack of plus 1% bonus armor and 1% damage to pulsed enemies for 5 seconds. Max stack is 50. And then the talent on the backpack is Cold. Increase total bonus armor gained per stack of Heart Stopper from 1% to 2%. Then if you are running the chest piece, the talent is Max BPM. Increases max stacks for Heart Stopper from 50 to 100. This build is kind of more set up for PvP. In PvE, you probably want to go with the chest piece because you'll definitely be able to, the enemies you're going against, obviously there's going to be far tankier than players, so you will definitely be able to get up to 100 stacks, no problem. Then of course with the new exotic mask, Catharsis, this comes with armor, incoming repairs, and armor regen. Talent Vicious Cycle. Taking damage builds stacks to a cap of 30. Each stack grants plus 1% weapon damage. Taking damage at max stacks triggers a purge, removing all stacks and status effects, and then dropping a healing cloud which restores 5% of max armor for 10 seconds to all allies in the cloud. So basically when you are getting hit by an enemy, you are gaining damage as they are dealing damage to you. So that is definitely a pretty decent talent. Now in my opinion, when you are doing PvE, if you're comparing exotics, not particularly with the Heartbreaker build, but just in general, I still think the memento gives you quite a bit more than this mask, but there are definitely a lot of builds that you can put this mask on, and I've already got a lot going through my head, but that's going to be for when the update actually comes out. So that is the new exotic mask in the Heartbreaker set. Now I am wearing the new exotic LMG blue screen. It comes with LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, and damage to armor. Then the talent is Disruptor Rounds. Shooting an enemy marks that enemy and adds a stack to the agent up to a count of 50. Shooting a marked enemy refreshes the mark and adds stacks to the agent. When you deploy your non-shield skill, remove all stacks on agent and all marked targets trigger an effect. 10 stacks, pulse marked targets for 5 seconds. 25 stacks, pulse and disrupt marked targets for 5 seconds. And 49 stacks, pulse, disrupt, and disorient targets for 5 seconds. 50 stacks, pulse, disrupt, and disorient marked targets in all hostiles within 10 meters of the marked target for 5 seconds. This effect will trigger immediately if any marked enemy is killed. And the new talent, Flatline, this is just a regular Flatline talent, amplifies a weapon damage by 15% to pulse enemies. After 3 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. Now let's go ahead in here and take a look at the other new items that we have. And that is going to be Dread Edict. This is the new SVD. I've been hearing some really good things about this. Can't wait to really get out there and test it out. And it comes with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, and damage to target out of cover. And the talent Full Stop. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 20. Headshots grant 2 stacks. Each stack grants 2% weapon damage and 5% headshot damage. On reload, clear all stacks and gain 5% of your max armor, adds temp armor for 10 seconds for each stack removed. Headshot kills with Dread Edict restore all bullets in the magazine. This does not count as a reload. So that is an interesting talent that definitely sounds like it can be very useful. So I will be using the heck out of this gun during this PTS, testing it out. Now this is the new named weapon. It's basically an AKM, except it has 100 less RPM. So this one comes with 500 RPM, and this one has assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to target out of cover, and then the perfect flatline amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulse enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. Again, like I said, I'm not gonna really get into my thoughts on it, but yeah, you guys saw the primary weapon that I'm using instead of this one. Anyway, on to the next one, which is the new named LMG Dare, and it's just the same perfect flatline talent. So now the new brand set that we have is Uzina Getica, something like that. The three bonuses is plus 5% total armor, plus 10% armor on kill, plus 10% hazard protection. And it does have 2 perfect talents. The chest piece perfect talent is Perfect Spotter, increases total weapon and skill damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. Now, one thing I will say is obviously we have to look at the wording of this, and I've tested this against the regular spotter. Well, let's take a look at the regular spotter, which I have on my Fenris piece. Amplifies total weapon damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. Amplify, whenever anything says amplifies, it is multiplicative damage. Now the new perfect spotter, this one says increased total weapon and skill damage by 20% to pulse enemies. So increased total damage is additive damage. Now why they did this, I'm not sure, because honestly when I tested it out, they pretty much deal out the same damage, because obviously amplified damage will do more damage percent to percent than additive damage. So that's why a 15% multiplicative damage is doing as much as a 20% additive damage. I will go over all of that. I'll go down to the shooting range like I did when I tested it out, and I'll definitely showcase that to you guys in a later video. Alright, in the new name backpack from that new brand set is perfectly opportunistic. Enemies you hit take 15% more damage from all sources for 5 seconds. Requires using a marksman or shotgun weapons only. So yeah, that is all the new stuff that we have. New talents, new exotic weapons, new gear sets, brand sets. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go test all of this stuff out, and I'll be back in a later video. I'll let you guys know how it is all coming along. Anyway, that's all I've got. As always, my friends on YouTube, take it easy.